Planet Beerus. The new enemy appears while Gohan had managed to resolve the situation on Earth, and Goku, after fighting Zyko, was saved by Vados and taken to Universe 6. So far, the only planet that was suffering a major catastrophe was the planet of the destroyer planet Beerus. Beerus sees the enemy from the past and says,
"You really are back. You must have played a trick. You've always been cunning, haven't you, Zeel? What's happening? Gohan was fighting on Earth, and the evil Saiyan also introduced himself by that name. Are there two Zeels? What is happening in front of this?"
Zeel says,
"Beerus, I'm just here to welcome you. It's starting now. Your entire race of destroyers is back now. The other universes are also in danger. After all, the great catastrophe is just beginning. This is the beginning of the great heavenly battle."
Whis starts to get furious and says,
"I can't take it anymore. What Zuno said was true. You're back for a reason."
Whis, unlike Beerus, gets much more enraged than Beerus when he sees Zeel's power. Zeel says,
"Look at this. I mean, you're mad at me just because you know I possess the power that nullifies the magic of angels. So you'd have to fight me in hand-to-hand combat, and you know that without your mastery of self-movement, you wouldn't be able to do anything against me. Of course, coming to war takes a lot more than just great physical strength. My power really is light years ahead of yours, Whis. You can never beat me."
At that moment, Beerus starts to get angry and says,
"But who said you will fight the angel of Universe 7? You will fight the true strength of the destroyer. Our fight starts now."
Alright partner, why don't you whack that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos and stay connected to our entire universe of Z Warriors. Let's get back to the point. Planet Earth. Gohan and Vegeta, alongside all the other warriors, are totally tired of the battle they had against the evil Saiyan who proclaimed himself, calling himself Zeel. At that moment, the battle became more and more intriguing. In a few moments, we can see Gohan saying,
"That guy really had extremely high power. If the battle really continues like this, we will all be defeated. How is the great priest? After this battle, I can no longer feel his energy light years from here. It looks like it was a very intense fight. I hope he's okay, but we still need to recover so we can get back to Mr. Beerus's planet and start analyzing all this. Perhaps it would be much easier if some of the other celestial entities had repercussions, but so far it seems that the only problem is being caused here in our universe, even though this celestial war is starting now. How are the other universes?"
At that moment, in Universe 11, Jiren, alongside Vermouth, had defeated several specters that had appeared. Jiren says,
"These beings are being extremely weak. You mean they think about mastering everything?"
The Margarita angel appears and speaks.
"Very calm at this time, Jiren. I feel that several other beings are approaching the energy of Universe 15, and it is certainly much more powerful. It seems that Zyrus is next to another being, and also Zyko, one of the most powerful in the universe. Where will they want to attack? Who will they want to face? We need to pay close attention to all of this. After all, there are still 5 more universes that haven't presented their other gods of destruction, and my other brothers haven't emerged yet. I keep wondering what they're up to and why they don't love us. He still hasn't moved on to say anything. We need to understand this whole situation."
At that moment, we can see that a great light-year battle of all universes begins to be hatched. Beerus on his planet starts to have a big battle against Zeel. Zeel starts laughing and says,
"You are very weak, Beerus. All this time you kept sleeping as usual. This breed of destruction cats believe that just because they have great fighting power, they can end up wanting to do whatever they want. You haven't trained in millennia, you just sleep and tell your other doormats to do what you really want. You don't take any chances. Yet there is one Saiyan who has the full potential to show great skill. I want to meet you, yet, but it's not the time yet. Perhaps some surprises may still appear in the midst of all this. I learned that from a not-so-distant future, or in another timeline, this Saiyan has a combination with an angelic being. Does that mean that we could have another extremely powerful being showing up here? What is he capable of? Goku is his name, isn't it? There are other Saiyans who have an interesting power. Perhaps absorbing their power would be more and more intense.
Beerus starts taking several hits. Beerus says, "Don't think you can do something. You're fighting the destroyer of Universe 7. Beerus starts to land several blows on Zeel and is thrown away and says, "Looks like you've been training, but know that this won't be enough. Now I'm going to fight for real." Beerus starts taking several hits from Zeel at high speed. Zeel flings Beerus away, causing the God of Destruction to weaken. Beerus says, "It's not possible. This guy was just kidding me, damn it. It seems that somehow, someone is sealing my power. I can't use all my energy." Zeel appears behind Beerus's back and says,
"That will be your end. Wasn't the God of Destruction that powerful? It tires me to see beings as weak as you still holding the position of God of Destruction. This is getting ridiculous. Beerus, you are nothing. Your end is now."
At that moment, Beerus would apparently be destroyed by Zeel. Whis steps in front of him and says, "I've had enough of you since that celestial war. All my brothers you killed, everything you did. You will pay for this. This will be the end of you, Zeel." Whis begins to deliver several blows to Zeel. Zeel is thrown away. The moment Zeel is thrown, he teleports and appears in front of Whis, saying,
"You know very well that your powers don't work against me. Your celestial energy and your master of Ultra Instinct will not work. You know this will be your end."
Whis starts to receive several attacks from Zeel. Zeel seemed to possess a mastery of self-motion totally different from Whis' Ultra Instinct. The blows that Whis received actually sounded strange, as the abilities that were shown when he fought and trained with Goku looked totally different. What's happening? Whis' powers do not work against Zeel. Whis starts to say, "You know very well that since the last Celestial War, you used a treacherous technique and imprisoned several of my brothers, and if I use all my power against you, the seal will not be broken. They were trapped there for all eternity, and one still has a hope to save them." Zeel starts to laugh and says,
"That's why you will die here and now. You have no love for your own life, and you think much more about others."
Whis is thrown away, and soon after, he is hung by Zeel. Zeel leaves Whis totally in a wrecked state. Beerus becomes enraged and activates his Hakai form. After Beerus shows his Hakai form, a great power is released. Beerus starts attacking Zeel and says, "For me, that's enough. You will be killed here and now." Beerus activates his Ultra Ego and starts to land several blows on Zeel. Zeel says,
"How did you break that barrier? How did you manage to activate this transformation?"
Beerus responds, "You should know that you are fighting the true God of Destruction, the true most powerful being. Zeel starts laughing and Beerus's Hakai technique is negated. Beerus says,
Like this? What happened?
Whis was lying on the floor. Zeel speaks.
For me, it doesn't matter anymore. This will be your end, Beerus.
At that moment, when Zeel would attack Beerus directly, a great light appears on the planet Beerus. This same light appears in Universe 15 and in all the other universes. Goku, training alongside Vados, is impressed by the light they see in Universe 6. From that light, everyone sees the image of the Great Priest. The Great Priest says,
"It looks like we have some threats that are looking to make trouble for our universe again. Zeno-sama probably won't interfere now. After all, it's free will if they want to question themselves and fight the other gods. But this battle has already turned into a totally different level. Zyko, do you really want to fight me again? Let's see if we don't have Zeel here and the evil Saiyan, and you, Zyros."
At that moment, when the Great Priest refers to the other beings, we can see the silhouette of the other gods of destruction and the angels that were erased by Zeno-sama. The Great Priest says,
"I know you won't want to obey what I say, but I will go with all my fury to stop you. Know that within our universes there are totally powerful beings, and I will not let you attack them without at least doing a little training. I will ask you for a 15-day truce. This truce will make these other warriors more powerful. After all, you want a battle that is very intriguing, don't you? You will like what you will see."
We can see in all the universes the smiles of every warrior. Zyko in Universe 15 starts to smile and says,
"So that's it. 15 days from now, the Heavenly War is declared. I will have several warriors to eliminate. Wait for me, Goku. I hope you get more powerful."
At that moment in Universe 7, the evil Saiyan who proclaims himself as Zeel says,
15 days is the time I need to get more powerful and finish off those damn Son Gohan and Vegeta.
Planet Beerus. Zeel stops his attack on Beerus and says,
"It means then that we will have to stop, since it was announced by the Great Priest. Maybe it wouldn't be interesting to get into a fight with this guy right now." "Interesting. Well, looks like you got lucky, Beerus. You and Whis could be dead right now. Please know that I will be back soon."
Zeel teleports and leaves the planet Beerus directly to another galaxy. Moments after, Beerus falls to the ground and Whis gets up and uses his healing technique and recovers Beerus's entire body. Beerus recovers and says,
"Whis, how did you recover so fast?"
Whis starts to laugh and says,
"Now, Lord God, I needed to analyze the enemy. After all, you are talking to the angel of Universe 7. Now the question is, where is Lord Goku?"
Universe 6. Goku begins his training with Vados. Goku receives a new training outfit from the angel of Universe 6. Goku says, "I feel like I can get more and more powerful, Lady Vados, but I didn't understand what you were talking about. In another timeline, would I have a child with you?" Vados says,
"Very well. I think it's about time you met your son Gon, the third son of the Saiyan, Son Goku, with Universe 6 arrangement."
To be continued. What is happening in the face of all of this? The Celestial War has been announced. A new battle is starting now. But what about you? What do you think and what do you believe that will happen? Regardless of what it is, it's very important that you share your thoughts in the comments below so that we can all get into a crazy debate. Whack that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos. That's all there is to it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.